Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Podstock Session Spotlight. I am really happy to be sitting in session today with Kelley, Begley, McCall, and Rebecca Lewis-Pankratz. They are you guys are co-facilitating one of our 3-hour sessions, and the topic is poverty, trauma, and resilience. Yes?
Yes. We're excited.
So super fast today. Just got a couple questions for you to kind of lay out so that people have an idea of what they can expect in your session. Talk to me. Either one of you or both of you, what gets you excited about the topic for K-12 schools, educators, and students? Kelley, let's go with you first. What gets you excited about this?
I get excited because I think about the impact that we can have on all students by thinking about how to approach the social emotional side of learning for our students, whether they've had trauma or not, whether they're living in poverty or not. All kids can, what's the word I'm looking for? They can benefit from teachers understanding how to reach their students in the way that we are going to teach them how to do.
I love it. And Rebecca, you work with ESDAC, and so you're going to be kind of co-facilitating with Kelley. Talk to us. What are you thinking? What gets you excited?
Well, I mean, I think that this is kind of blowing up. This topic is blowing up in Kansas and in the world, actually, because we are hurting as a country, and it's no secret, and it's not just the poor kids. And trauma is super personal to a person. And so what gets me excited is just getting these experts in the room with us, because I believe that people are the experts of their own classroom, and really sharing possibilities, strategies that are happening out there, and creating something to take back and really go deeper with the social emotional piece, which again, social emotional curriculums are amazing, but I think everybody intuitively understands that social emotional happens all day, every day, in every interaction with other human beings, right? So
I love that. So you had mentioned that they're going to be building things. Tell us, what are some of the things that people could build? I mean, they have almost free reign on choosing what they want to build, but what are you guys thinking that they could build as an outcome of the learning of the session? In other words, what are they going to take away from this work in your 3-hour session that will help them help their students and schools?
I think the first thing that they're going to build is an understanding and an awareness of what their students might be going through and how they can help them. And I think that's huge. I think the biggest piece is the why. When you're talking about education, why are we doing this? What's the research behind it? Why are you so passionate about it? And how do I take that back into my classroom? I think that's the first step of the entire, session for us.
And there's that contribution piece, Ginger, because we recognize that there's going to be a spectrum of folks in the room, folks that are like, what are ACEs? And tell me more about trauma, to people that are already have perhaps implemented an entire classroom or an entire building. And so there's going to be that contribution piece in the beginning for us to just kind of get a common ground laid for everybody. But then Kelley and I are going to give them some tools and pieces that I think also tools will come up from that people are using in the room. Like, how do you know? How do you use trauma informed in a way that can inform your decisions about kids? And the other piece is strategies. There's going to be 2 deep strategies that I don't want to talk too much about here, but they're really going to be stuff that they can go back and do with kids as well as staff in the building, to build a classroom vision, to build a building vision, as well as a questions that is really designed to get people thinking about their thinking. But what's powerful about the model is that it really brings those kids in that typically are on the edges, or that typically are always causing behaviors. It's a strategy that will teach them to help their kids contribute, which is social emotional. When kids contribute and they become curious, we know that behaviors also go down. So it's trauma informed.
I love that. So while the session really isn't a stand and deliver with you all just talking for 3 hours, that it really is this crowdsourced, that you're going to be asking for the expertise in the room to rise, you're still going to deliver some tools for those who might have a beginner level piece. I appreciate you guys so much doing this. Your expertise and passion are amazing, and we're happy that you guys are coming on board with us. So if you all are interested, it is July 18, 19, 20 in Wichita, Kansas. And if you'll go to podstock.org, you're going to find out about this session and a whole lot more of what we've got going on with Podstock. Thanks for being here, y'all.
Thank you for having us.
In July.